What's going on, guys? My name is Timmy, and today we're going to unbox my brand new Demogorgon Animatronic, 7.5 feet tall. Here he is, out of the box, you know, take a look. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully, somewhat similar looking to this, but bigger. Much bigger, hopefully. So a few days ago, there I am, Facebook Marketplace, scoping it out, you know, as we do, looking for Halloween stuff. And somebody posted this Demogorgon, unopened, never been opened, sealed, still in the box, never seen the light of the sun or the moon, and I bought it. 150 bucks, heck of a deal. I could barely even fit it in the back of our car. Should have planned that a little bit more betterly, but that's okay, because here we are. So let's get into it. All right. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. It's very nicely packaged here. Do you need help with assembly? Well, that's nice. Thanks, guys. Got a pretty sturdy frame here. Let's see, this just kind of slides right out. I'll put this to the side. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Look at this. Let's just go right to the head, shall we? Oh, man. So, the only thing about this that I don't really like so far is I'm not a big fan of the just kind of slightly painted on teeth. I think the sculpt and everything else looks really cool. But yeah, I don't know, I'm debating on maybe eventually I'll just put in some fake teeth or something like that. But overall, I still think it's really cool. It almost has like a wet, glossy look. I really like the color in the skin. I've seen other people talk about this in their videos, where it looks like there are some scuff marks and everything, but for the most part, that doesn't really bother me. So I think it's pretty cool so far. All right, let's see what's next. This looks like a leg, maybe? Not really sure. Okay, and here we've got the torso. Can't wait to get into that. I'm just gonna be putting all these pieces aside here. We have the cod piece, I guess. Or maybe this is. Interesting. Okay, so this has to be some kind of leg. This looks like a leg piece here. Oh man, look at these cute little feet. Look at his little painted toes. Look at that, this is awesome. It feels cool, it looks awesome. That's interesting. It's got a little bit of a, I guess maybe that's where the pole goes in, but I just think it looks so cool so far. I mean, wow. Let's just, really liking how this hand is. If I can figure out how to open this bag. Wow. That is something. It feels pretty lightweight, but still sturdy at the same time. Look at that hand. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is, I think this is just awesome.
Chrissy.
I gotta get both hands out here. I mean, come on, look at, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. You know what, I'm realizing now, this is gonna be huge. I honestly, I don't know if it's gonna fit. This is gonna be ginormous. I don't know if it's gonna fit in this room. There's still so many body parts left. I'm so confused. What else is there? Oh my gosh. How many legs have I pulled out? Is this another foot? This is just a big piece of meat. How many? This is a lot of parts. This feels like a lot of parts. And then, it does come with a try me button in here. I know it's sensor activated, but that's cool that it has a button right there too. It says try me. Way cool. I honestly feel like there's just a lot of body parts. I mean, they just kept coming out of the box. So I spent like 5 minutes looking around through everything before I realized that I think the instructions are actually in this bag, so case closed. Okay, so as you guys can see from the instruction sheet, there actually is quite a bit of pieces and body parts and things going on here, but honestly, it all seems fairly straightforward, so I think I can figure this out. Let's dive in. Okay, so first we gotta get B and C into here, so let's go ahead and easy. Ha! Easy again. All right, now we get the legs on in. Okay. Leg number 2. Here we have the rest of the leg. Okay, I just realized I put the legs on backwards. So let me just flip that around. Magic! Now we're connecting the rest of the leg poles. It's just gonna be legs all the way up to the ceiling. And then this is like his hip bone, I guess? All right, so I'm still trying to click it in, but I just wanted you guys to get a closer look at him so far. Looking good. So I've heard this is the more difficult part. This is basically his butt and his front butt. And we're gonna go ahead and try to thread it through all these. So let me see here. You guys see these like circle rods that have to go all the way to connect to the other side. So let's see here. Ah, there's a whole instruction sheet just about this area. Okay, I'm glad I checked. Yeah, so you really do just like click it together. Man, there ain't no way. Maybe this is actually the butt. I might have it backwards. That just, does that look right? I guess. So this is the butt? I think the trick is to do the back side first and then connect the front because it would not work the other way. So let's see if that works. I did not enjoy that part. This felt like trying to make a puzzle piece that does not connect. But I think it's all in there for now, so we'll just continue. Okay, now it's time to go ahead and get the head on this big ol' hunkin' torso. Honestly, the connector piece here looks a little questionable, but I guess that's okay. Whew. I did it. All right, so getting the arm portion on, it was a little more difficult than I thought at first. But the trick here, because you have to get this like piece to go in, the trick is to just open the back and then you can guide it in a bit more easily. Yeah, because from here I can click the piece in and now, boom, it's in there great. All right, now we're supposed to be able to just guide this right on top. Oh, he might be too tall. Nope, he's just barely tall enough. Okay. And ooh. Didn't love that sound. There's a little bit of a gap. I feel like you should be able to close a little bit more. Okay, so I realized that these circle pieces right here are just if you want to tether it to the ground. So you can actually take those off. It's not really necessary. All right, so just taking a quick break to see where we're at. Oh my, it's barely big enough for this room. I love it. All right, now we're just connecting these little arms here. think I did that right. That arm looks right. I don't think something's off here. All right, I fixed the arm, so we should be good there. So I'm feeling bold, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these little tags all over the place. I should be able to remember how he goes together, maybe. Also, I did notice there's a few places that look pretty scratched up, to be honest. But ultimately, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, especially if you're only paying 150 bucks for him. I'd say he turned out pretty great. And here is the finished product. The head looks absolutely awesome, but like I said previously, I do think it would look cooler if I added in some fake teeth and stuff. So I'm probably gonna consider doing that, but it has just such a cool, gross, wet look to it, and I think it's really awesome. He's a big boy. He is, he's pretty tall there. His head just barely fit my studio room here, so. But yeah, here we are, hanging out, big boy. Two big boys out here doing Halloween things out here. Two big boys. Just two boys. All right, so let's go ahead and test out the mechanics. The movement is pretty subtle, but the sound is really good. And I like it, you know, keeping it kind of low key. All right, so I think it is not sound activated, but yeah, really great sensor. It's that tiny little dot right there in the center. But it picks things up pretty well. I spoke too soon. There we go. Pretty cool. So one thing that I'm not fully understanding is the best ways to navigate this power cord. I'm trying to figure out if there's an easy way to make it run. I don't really like how it's just kind of like hanging down there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a sneaky way to navigate that. Maybe it goes through that hole and I can just kind of like tape it tight or something to the back. I don't know. It's still pretty subtle either way, but just something to consider. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm super pleased with how he turned out. I think this is totally worth 150 bucks. You know, I noted a few of the scuff marks and everything, but that's totally fine. I love it. I think it's super cool, and I'm really looking forward to Halloween this year. So, well, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like or a follow or whatever we're supposed to say, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.